So the media is honestly very stupid. Like, they think that attacking Elon Musk right now because of him wanting to release a news site called Pravda, which pretty much fact checks journalists, editors, news agencies, publications, and stuff on the accuracy of their information. But what this site also does, which is really good, is that it unmasks bots, and it actually, it can track them and figure out where they're coming from. So you would think that liberals in the mainstream media and all the blue check marks attacking Elon Musk on Twitter right now, telling him, you don't understand media. You just don't know what you're talking about. It's not that complicated. Come to our BuzzFeed news station. We'll teach you about it. We'll teach you how we report. I think Elon Musk is smart enough to know how reporting works. Really, it's not that fucking complicated. And he is just probably starting to realize, after all the recent smeared campaigns against him, and how the media has been reporting on his income and stuff, saying that he's been like having hard times and this and that, whereas that can drastically affect like your stocks, your company. Like, if investors don't feel secure and safe having their money in your company, they're going to pull out. And if you have all these media companies coming out saying like, oh, you're broke, you're this, you're that, and it's not true, that's going to hurt your bottom line by like millions and millions of dollars or more. So, fuck these guys. They're going to attack Elon Musk now in the future. This guy who made a rocket that was able to land by itself. And they're going to look at him and be like, oh, look at all this government money he gets and this and that. And they're not gonna talk about all the government money that the oil companies get, that all the subsidies that they get from the government. They're not going to talk about all of the tax breaks that they get. But they're just going to focus on Elon Musk, and this is what the media does. People of all stripes, left and right, are constantly doing bad shit, are constantly abusing the system, are constantly taking advantage of the system, but they only focus on people whom they don't like, and they only ever do that. So then you always get the impression like, wow, all these people on this side, they're criminals, they're crooks, they're this, they're that. Whereas people on my side, they're you know they either hide the information or whatnot, or they say, oh, it was a mistake. Like, I see this all the time in the media. Whenever a liberal does something, you'll see, oh, well, they made a mistake. It was an accident. Whenever a conservative, whenever Trump does something, they lied, they're a liar, they're a piece of shit, they're dog whistling, this, and that. And speaking of dog whistling, Elon Musk made a tweet where he put two asterisks next to owns, because I forget, he was talking about a company, and all these blue check marks started taking that and saying that he's anti-Semitic, or implying that, because they're like, oh, what did you mean by owns? And and they put the echo next to the name, like he's implying there's Jews that own the media and all this shit, which is pretty much true. But other than that, like, he was not implying that. But the media, they're gonna go for any underhanded tactics that they can come up with to discredit Elon Musk in the future, especially with the program or the thing that he's starting. Like, even the name Pravda, I was reading this one article from The Wire. They're like, this was actually from communist Russia, and this, and that, and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, if anything, you people should like that. And I think it's just kind of like, it's probably kind of a troll to people to use that term, because it is from the Soviet, from Russia and stuff. Him using Pravda makes all these journalists think of Russia, and he's just tempting them to say, you work for the Russians. Like, I think it's a goad. Like, he's trying to get them to say that to make them look fucking ridiculous, more ridiculous than they already look. Like, the media is so despicable. Like, I hate them so fucking much, because every time you attack them, it's always like, you're attacking democracy, you're attacking this, you're attacking this. But it's like, no, you guys don't do a good job. The majority of the media nowadays is just hit pieces, pretty much. Like that's like half of it, and the other half is about Trump. You know, it's all fucking bullshit. The majority of it. So we need things like Pravda to go in there and fact check people, and we're not going to trust these leftist fact checkers. And like the media, they'll point to PolitiFact, to this, to that. Here, go here to fact check this. But that's because they have control of that. That's because Jeff Bezos, all these other fucking rich billionaires, George Soros, and all these other fuckers control these companies, and they all believe in the same narrative. And Elon Musk, he's more of a wild card, right? And the media, the elites, and all this shit, they don't like wild cards because they could just turn around and start scrutinizing you instead of the people whom they want you to focus on, right? So this is not good for them. This is going to expose them. People are going to think like, oh, like the liberals will be like, this is great, this is going to expose those Trump supporters and all their bots and this and that. But the bots are literally, they're not coming from a lot of Russians. They're not coming from a lot of people on the right. There are some, of course, but the majority of them are coming from the left. Like I just saw something the other day on Twitter. This guy, fuck, I can't remember his name, but he got suspended, and he's some blue checkmark liberal, and I guess he's been saying a bunch of crazy shit to people, and he finally got suspended or permanently banned because I guess enough people finally reported him, and and now you see all these people trying to get him to bring his account back, and it was all bots, and they were all saying the same exact thing. And if you look at their followers and all that stuff, it was like 4,000 followers, 2,000 following, like 6,000 following, 2,000 followers. So these were significant bot accounts that were fairly large, and nothing is being done about those ones. Nobody's scrutinizing those and talking about that because they want you to leave with the impression that all the propaganda that is coming on Twitter and this and all these bot accounts is coming from the right and from Trump supporters and from white supremacists. But that's fucking bullshit. Most of them have been banned off Twitter at this point, so they're not really going to be able to use that too much as an excuse, considering we're like the majority of us are fucking gone. So it is them that is doing this. This site will expose that, and you're going to be seeing a lot more hit pieces coming out about Elon Musk in the future. You're probably going to see some accusation of sexual assault come out very soon, because that is just something, especially during the whole Me Too movement thing, it's very easy to ruin somebody's life just by, you can get like 5-6 women together and tell them, oh, he said this and he made me feel scared, and he stepped really close to me and looked at me and said I was beautiful. So whatever, some ridiculous nonsense. It's this is probably what's going to happen to him. More hit pieces, more they're going to start saying that he's dog whistling to white supremacists and the right and stuff, because he's talking about the media and fake news. It's like anybody who uses the term fake news is automatically discredited in the media's eyes, and these journalists' eyes are like, well, as soon as you say that, I can't even talk to you anymore. And it's like, really, when do these people get so fucking sensitive? Like, if Elon Musk is calling out journalists or some media who are doing false reporting, then if you are an honest journalist and you do honest reporting, then that should not piss you off, right? It really shouldn't. Like, do you believe that every single journalist within your field tells the truth? Do you think you all think the exact same? Because this is how it seems like when you get mad when people are calling out the media and are calling out, like, I don't know, CNN or this or that, because you feel like you're all being attacked. So that must mean that you are fucking lying, and you are releasing propaganda and misinformation because you feel like we are addressing you, which we are not if you are one of these honest journalists, which are very, very rare today. Like there was a journalist now in Channel 4, I believe, who has went to Syria recently. I'll try to find the video to put it in the description, but this guy is actually finally going and talking to Syrians on the ground. And what these people are saying is that under the rebels, it was hell. And these people were oppressive. Like, they were beating them. They were like killing people and shit. And every person kept saying like it was hell. It was hell. That was one of the recurring things, right? So we were getting all of our information from these so-called fucking journalists. They were getting all their information from white helmets and rebels on the ground who were literally imprisoning these people, raping them, butchering them, killing them. Like, this is where the media was getting it in their information. So these people have no morals, no conscience. Like, there's finally some real reporters coming around, like the guy on Channel 4, like I said, actually finally going to Syria, and we're not just listening to all the bullshit that is being fed to us from the fucking white helmets. But over time, this site, if it does get released, will help to clean up the media. And I don't know what's gonna happen to Elon Musk. Like, there's gonna be massive campaigns against him. He's going to be labeled as a Trump supporter. And it's like, these guys, the media, the left, they never learn. Like, they never fucking learn that they're pushing people to the opposite side. Like, they don't fucking get it. They could have just talked to him and been like, yeah, this is a great thing. We should do this, we should do that. But, they can't do that because they know that if they were just honest people and they're like, yeah, I want to, and they were just ideologically messed up, like they weren't, a lot of people I think are not necessarily bad people. They just have wrong ideas. But, if these people just had kind of like wrong ideas and stuff like that, they would welcome more fact checking, right? But clearly they understand what they were releasing is probably fake. It's made up. It's exaggerated, so they don't want to be fact-checked on it because they know they're lying fucking scumbags, right? So it has nothing to do with just a point of view difference or anything like that. It's like, no, these people are liars, and they don't want to be exposed to be fucking liars, and come out with every excuse in the book. Like I said, they're going to call him anti-Semitic. They're going to come out with some shit about him assaulting some girl probably soon. And, just you wait and see. This is how these people operate. But they're making enemies of the wrong fucking people. It was not smart to make an enemy out of Kanye West. And what the media is doing now to him, releasing all these hit pieces, making him sound crazy, they're just alienating him even more. And they're solidifying his position that the media is corrupt. Same with Elon Musk. Same with Stan Lee once the media starts hitting him soon. You're just going to solidify these guys' perceptions of the media, and they're going to, release that or put that out on their fans, and their fans are not going to trust the media. So, keep shooting yourself in the foot. It's honestly good for me. You people are despicable. You're pushing the world into a more leftist, socialist fucking type of utopia in your mind. But, I don't want that because that's never going to work. Hopefully Elon Musk is still, hopefully he gets his site up and running, and there's nothing that comes in and impedes it in any way. But that's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.